Hey, what is good, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Fantasy Football Fever. It is Tuesday night, September 30th, 2025, last day of September, wherever, whenever, and however you're watching. Thanks for making us part of your week. Of course, I am Timothy McClellan, America's favorite armchair football fan, joined as always by my partners in crime. First, over here, of course, usually on his ride home from work, somewhere in the Empire State, the host of the Hook on Sports podcast, Mr. John Flynn. John Flynn, how you doing?
For the win.
I'm yes indeed. I am doing good, Tim. How you doing tonight?
Oh, tell you the truth, I'm still exhausted after Sunday night's game, but we'll get into that a little bit later. And of course, we have our faithful, trustworthy, and the oh so kind league commissioner, Mr. John Natale.
Hey.
Good to see you, buddy. Now, we do have an announcement to make. Tomorrow there is no Pain and Game Pick'em show because Alex and Lucas have a previous engagement they're attending. So we decided, well, one of them couldn't be here tonight, but we do have the other one right here. So
Representing the
Football
winners. Finally in the win column, baby.
So
Yes.
football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear because
Hey, Pizzle is here in the flesh. Baby.
Fortunately, we couldn't see your
think
reactions.
it's-
You're frozen.
I think he is frozen.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it.
I am.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Well, let me refresh. Ah, hell. Hold on.
All right, he'll reset a little bit. And we have Joshua Cook. YouTube's an alternative. Hello, everyone. Joshua Cook is here. So he's one of the faithful viewers of the Panic Game Pick'em show. Kind of invited everybody over here for the gathering tonight. So,
It's,
so
I mean, yeah. It was a wild week in.
How about
in
now?
in all the sports.
There he is.
Yes.
How about now?
Perfect.
Yes.
very good.
Thanks for the win.
Yeah, it was a wild week in the NFL and in fantasy. So
Oh, baby.
let's go ahead and get to the. We'll go ahead and get to the fantasy report for this week. Let's go ahead and I'm going to share my screen again. Let's go ahead and put that up here. And of course, we had a matchup here. Looks like our commissioner John Natale decided to pull the stops here, and he took me down by a score of 140.96 to 128.92. Let's take a look at his lineups. He got now this was a big one right here.
Mm-hmm.
See where my cursor is. Ashton Genty, 33 and a half fantasy points, almost more than doubled his projected total right there.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
broke even with Brees Hall. Got
Wow.
20.1 from Emeka Egbuka. Sounds like a sound that an Irish person makes when he's drunk.
Yeah. It's one of the steals of the draft so far. Mika Buka has been fantastic, and he got more touches with the Mike Evans injury.
Yeah. Got 13 points from the Detroit kicker, Jake.
Mecca Buka sounds like something Gary would say when he was drunk.
I know, but that's
oh.
facts.
Oh,
That's facts, brother.
don't let Gary hear you say that. Well, anyway,
Mecca
got,
Buka.
so 35 33.5 points for Ashton Shanty, as we just said. Looking on the bench here, Dallas Goddard left them 19.7 on the table, 17.9 from Khalil Shakir, 18.6 from Marvin Harrison Jr.,
Oh.
and 17.1 from the X-Man Xavier Worthy, which I think is really starting to warm up a little bit more now.
Mhm.
So, meanwhile, on my side, the only reason why I left Dak Prescott on my bench is because I thought what everybody else did. Everybody thought that Green Bay was just going to whoop the living hell out of the Cowboys, but obviously it was not so. I was at 30.96 on the table. Meanwhile, Jared Goff only got me 12.72, so that was, I think, pretty much the difference maker right there.
I mean, to be fair, you use conventional wisdom. It's about because if the Browns the Browns came in successful at stopping the runs, you thinking that the Lions would have to air it out to win, but that did not turn out to be the case. So they were able to play complementary football and win a game that I thought was could have been a potential trap scenario, considering how last week unfolded, the week before unfolded with the Lions and their win against Baltimore. And you're not alone, Tim, because in two of my other leagues I had Dak Prescott and I benched him, but luckily for Justin Fields, who was tremendous on Monday night in terms of for fantasy purposes only, because he had 27 points.
Yeah. I did get 25.5 points from Bucky Irving. Zay Flowers broke even for me with 14.5. 17 points from Fergie. Bears gave me 13 points, and Harrison Butker gave me 12. DeAndre Swift gave me 16. Isaiah gave me 12.8. 13 even from Cam Scatterbo, but I think I made a slight change in my lineup. And Zach Bottle of Charbonnet got me 12 points.
Charbonnet.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wish we had both bottles. We could have a bottle of Charbonnet and we could have a bottle of Heineke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Back over the Heineke.
Anyway, John Natale is now at 2-2. I am at 1-3. Not a very good start for me. Meanwhile, our good buddy Flynn here. Wow. Well, it was Alex against Flynn here. 163.48 to 136.58.
That was pretty good.
Alex with a big win right there. Well, heck, look at this here. Got some big points off of Jordan Love from Monday night. Bijan Robinson
From?
my boy from Texas.
Amazing! He finally got his first rushing touchdown of the season, which happens to be against me. But luckily, I had Bijan in my other league, and that was the difference.
Did you hear what's his name? Iron Eagle on the call? He was like, Bijan Robinson with the mustard.
Oh, Grey Poupon Bijan mustard.
Yeah.
I got the joke there. Got big points from Jordan Love. He's all right. Javonte Williams with 19 points. Javonte Williams, I mean, he's really starting to get the running game going for the Cowboys. Drake London at 26 even. Tyreek Hill got him 12.7 before the injury. And 14 points from the Texans defense and special teams.
So who shut out the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming. On the other side, for Flynn, he had Lamar Jackson at 10.68 before the injury. Christian McCaffrey at 27.1. 20.2 from Garrett Wilson. Still one of the top receivers in the league right there. 15 points from the Seattle defense and special teams. Looking at the bench totals, Kyler Murray left 16.1 on the table, and Travis Etienne 19.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him my one. I'm gonna put him on my flex this week.
Yeah, going up against a banged up 49er team, that'd probably be an idea right there. Kenneth Walker got 12 points for Flynn on the bench. Cortland Sutton with 19.1, 15.4 from Jordan Addison, and 19.84 points for Jackson Dart. Congratulations to Jackson Dart.
Oh, yeah. Bullseye.
That's great.
I mean, regarding Dart, I mean, I knew I had 2 extra roster spots on my rosters, so I figured maybe I could get a backup quarterback. And then I picked up Jackson Dart before injury. I don't have to worry about him being on waiver wire, which, I mean, Jackson Dart's going to be a popular waiver wire pickup this weekend.
I think so.
This week because what he does, the matchup. So I'm happy that I was proactive in doing that.
Anyways, got a message here from Dashy here. Hoping to hear the Jim Moore we suck clip tonight when in reference to the Bengals who played like garbage. Oh. Yeah, I think they did play like garbage, and I think this is what he was referring to.
We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked.
Yeah, I guess, sadly, that was Dashy's Bengals the other night. So hopefully they'll get better. Oh, and you got another message. Tommy, Tim, and A-Pizzle, you both get free wins starting this season in a picking tournament because when a game ends in a tie, it's a free win.
Well, there you go.
Well, how about that?
I'll take that.
Yeah, I will too. Josh gave us another message here. Went 6-9-1 for week 4. My Colts lost, and the Packers and Cowboys ended in a tie, so that was surprising. Indy is going to face Las Vegas this weekend. Hey, it could be an interesting matchup right here. And speaking of other interesting matchups, this was a pretty close one in our league. It was Lucas over Adam by a score of 148.72 to 142.56. Looking at the point spread or the point tables here, 13.52 for Justin Herbert, 17.7 from Jimmy Gibbs, 22.5 from James Cook, Puka Nacua with 36 even. Ted McMillan with 10.2, 11 points from Alex Singleton, 11 from the Bills defense, and Joshua Carney with 11 points there. Meanwhile,
and how about Puka Nacua? 13 catches, 170 yards, and a touchdown. And are you seeing what he's on pace to eclipse 2,000 receiving yards this year, which is insane. Which I didn't know if he was going to do because based upon the addition of Devontae Adams, but Devontae Adams has freed up a lot of routes for Puka Nacua, and he's doing a lot of different things on offense to continue to maintain the trust of Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford. So, I mean, I can't say I didn't see it coming because I ranked Puka Nacua ahead of Tim and Natali when we did our wide receiver rankings earlier this summer.
Yep, and like I've said since the beginning, Nacua Matata. So,
Puka Nacua Matata.
Yeah. 24.8 points from Josh Allen given to Adam over there. 14.6 from Jonathan Taylor. Debo Samuel 20.1 even. 23.8 from Quentin Johnson. Now he's starting to become a pretty good receiver for that Chargers team out there.
Isn't it amazing that the 1 year difference between for Quentin Johnson? So that he was dropping catchable balls from Justin Herbert last year. So that he wasn't that he lost a lot of trust in him, but to his credit, he worked his butt off this offseason and is getting opportunities to score, and he had a nice touchdown catch against the Giants on Sunday. So nobody saw this coming for Quentin Johnston.
Nobody did. Very much improvement. And on the bench part, well, Adam missed out on 27.14 points from Justin Fields. and 17.66 from Brock Purdy. Chase McLaughlin's 17 even. Kyle Pitts with 18. 31 from Kenneth Gainwell. So, and looking over on Lucas's side, he had 23.6 on the table from DK Metcalf. Obviously, that boy still got something in him. 12.6 from Trayvon Henderson. RJ Harvey with 19.8. And so with that, Lucas is undefeated 4-0.
Look at that.
Adam is 2-2. So here's another one. Dino took down Andrew in a big throwdown here, 130.9 to 92.28. Let's see what happened here. Josh Jacobs. I think Dino had him 31.7 points, 21.5 from Quinson Jenkins, who's a pretty darn good running back for Cleveland there. Zach Bond with 11. He is becoming a real dangerous defender for that Eagles team. Let's see here, 15.6 from Devontae Adams. Jordan Mason got him 10.2. Jalen Hurts at 19.4. And over on Andrew's side, Caleb Williams got him 11.78 and 17.4 from Saquon Barkley. What's wrong with Barkley? He's not playing like himself. Sure.
I think what teams are doing is that they're focusing their attention on stopping Saquon Barkley, and trying to predicate the Eagles' success upon how good their passing game is, and the Eagles' passing game has been hit or miss, but. And if you consider the second half, Jalen Hurts did not complete a single pass in the second half, yet the Eagles held on and beat and defeated a previously undefeated Bucs team. So the fact that the Eagles are using up have a huge margin of error and still wind up winning games is a really good sign for the Philadelphia Eagles. So such that when they finally get something going offensively, then that's when all bets are off. And the thing with Saquon is that he's got another tough matchup coming up on Sunday against Denver.
Oh yeah, it's going to be rough going up against that Bronco defense, ranked right up there at the top of the league. So for the bench totals, Dino left 11.3 from Matthew Golden, 10.6 from Browns Strange, and 9.9 from Chuba Hubbard. And side here, that was Andrew. Well, left 25.74 points on the table from Bo Nix, and only 10 points from Foyesade Olukun.
Olukun.
Or how about Duval?
The Jags are 3-1. That they went into San Francisco and knocked off the 49ers on Sunday.
Yeah, just banged up. And finally, Casey and David faced off, and it was interesting here. 137.88 for Casey and 128.12 for David here. Take a look at their starters here. Drake May got 23.22. Davon Achan 17.1. Braylon Allen was a non-factor here, and so was A.J. Brown. Stephon Diggs 16.1. 11 points from Mark Andrews. 33.4 from George Pickens. As I said, what a night he had. And we got 14 points for the Patriots defense and special teams on David's bench. Romeo Dobbs left him 29.8 on the table. and 11.9 from Hunter Henry. Meanwhile, Casey got 10.38 from Daniel Jones. Once again, congratulations to
Daniel Jones threw 2 interceptions on against the Rams, and it was just a matter of time when he would play a good team and then fall back down to earth.
Right. Omarion Hampton, he's really, really impressing people with 27.5 points right there. 26 points from Amon-Ra St. Brown, 15.1 from Michael Pittman Jr., 13 from Jackson Smith-Njigba, and 12 points from the Charger defense special teams. Looks like Casey left some good points here on the table here. Lions with 23 from the special teams. Roma Dunes, A69. 18.42 from CJ Stroud. 27.3 from Patrick Mahomes. And 22.6 from Justin Jefferson. And with that, David is down to 1-3, while Casey is ahead 2-2.
Yeah, and also to David's credit, he put Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow both on his bench, and neither one turned up. And obviously Burrow's hurt, but Jamar Chase is like fantasy stock for this year is like down the toilet because of how non-existent the offense is when Joe Burrow's not in there.
Yeah, but we're looking ahead right now to week 5 of our league. Right now, I'll be facing Alex this week.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah. So I decided to. I made a few changes here.
I did too. I took Tyreek off. I put Travis Hunter in the wide receiver spot, and I moved Travis Hunter there and Travis Etienne up to the flex.
In my flex, I decided to put
3 Jaguars on my team.
Yeah, got a lot of. I decided to put Cam Scatterbo on my starting list here, and I think I put in. I don't think I put it in anyone else. I'll have to check the waiver wires again to see if anyone's available.
Yeah.
Looks like Alex has the advantage here, but let's see what kind of changes I can make before the competition starts here. Lucas has a matchup against Andrew. Lucas right now is at 150.5, and Andrew's at 118 even. And I guess you can pretty much look at all the check marks going into the favor of Lucas here. So Saquon Barkley, I would consider. Let's see what bench players Andrew has. Cameron Digger, O'Connor Swift, Caleb Williams, Jake Elliott, Edgerrin Cooper. Okay, well.
He doesn't have any wide receivers on his bench, so he's got to go to the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Or at the very worst, try and swing a trade with somebody.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he could. It's like I said, something's wrong with Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. The Baltimore Ravens are kind of slipping a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they're two of the best defensive players are out. Now the Buke is out for the season, and he's only their best best run stopper, and so and then you factor in other injuries as well. It's just been a disaster for the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Right. So.
And Lamar Jackson's not going to play this week against the Houston Texans. So
yeah, Dash said.
And by the way, the Texans. Yeah, and his bye is week 7, so the earliest he'll be back if we believe is going to transpire the way we believe it will be. The earliest he'll be back is week 8.
I'll be a little bit a while from now.
And remember, if they put him on IR right away, bye weeks don't count towards the IR list for time missed.
Yep. That is correct.
Well, anyway, this week Flynn will be taking on David here, and look at all those check marks over on the right hand side. He's got David's got.
Look at all those Patriots.
Would you say Homer?
Yep.
I mean, he is, and also the Patriots are playing Buffalo on Sunday night.
It's gonna be an interesting game. I mean, Buffalo, is top of the AFC, but New England, they're warming up, and that's pretty much how that works here. Let's see if there's he's got Aaron Jones on IR, Joe Burrow on IR, Romeo Dobbs, and the Packers are on the bye this week, so might as well keep them on the bench for now. Jamar Chase, still don't quite know his status here.
I mean, Jamar Chase is playing, but Jake Brown, he can't even get out of his own way. I mean, he is nowhere near as close to where he was two years ago when he admirably filled in for Burrow. So,
Right.
so like if you're a Chase Brown fantasy owner, if you're a Jamar Chase fantasy owner, T Higgins, you're not happy right now.
Exactly. The tally will be going up against Adam. Right now, Adam has a slight edge, 140.3 to 132.5. Looking at the starters they have right now, it's looks like a slight edge for the tally. Mayfield, Jennings, Hallworthy, Ekaba, Puka, and Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Kamara, Samuel Tucker, Kelsey, Quentin Johnson, Ernest Jones Jr. Interesting here. Looking at the benches.
Yeah, I decided to take a flyer on Trey Benson to build up my running back depth.
Yeah.
It's a smart move.
Yeah, smart move. He's got Atlanta. He's got those players on by this week as well as Jalen Warren. So that's how that matchup goes up. And then the last one is Casey against Dino. Casey is right now projected at 130.8, 110.1 for Dino. Looking at the check marks here. I think Dennis, Dino, he's got some empty spots right here that he has to fill. So if he can fill someone maybe from down here, I would definitely think about putting Tucker Kraft in the. Well, no, he's on the bye week, so he'll have to wait on that. The Packers are on the bye week. So he's got a lot of Packers. So, I guess he's a homer as well.
Homer.
Well, could be interesting if you're trying to set up a next week because David Njoku and TJ Hawkinson, I believe, are on the buys next week. So that's something to consider. If you already have your lineup set, and if you're confident with that, you can start getting ready for the next week.
Oh,
yeah, I got Dallas Goedert as my backup tight end.
Yeah, so that's how our situation goes here for Fantasy League going into week 5. So now we got to go into some serious issues here, and of course, it's the hot topics that we talk about. Yes, the Miami Dolphins did get their very first win last night. Unfortunately, it came at a very, very high price because it was like in the second quarter, third quarter? When did it happen?
Yep, third quarter.
It was in the third quarter that their star wide receiver Tyreek Hill suffered an ACL, basically.
It was a dislocated knee.
Dislocated knee.
But it looked really bad. I honestly thought he broke his leg, but it was thankfully a dislocated knee. Torn ACL, torn MCL, basically all the torn ligament in the knee, completely kaput. He's done for the year. He got surgery today. Hopefully he'll be back for 2026.
Yep, that's a huge hit on a Dolphin offense that's been pretty much struggling all season long.
Right.
So let me see here. Let me take a look at that one website that got those depth charts here. So who does
I know in one of my leagues, guys, I put a waiver claim in on Malik Washington.
Okay.
And apparently, from what I saw, Malik Washington, interesting enough, I didn't think of this as a trivia question, but apparently he leads all wide receivers in rushing yards with 60.
Yes.
Rushing yards for wide receivers. I still don't get that. That was the thing that got CeeDee Lamb hurt in the first place.
And that was also the same thing that got Deebo Samuel successful in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's true. So let's see here. So you got Malik, Tyreek Hill. So obviously out. So I'm looking at the depth charts here. Still got Malik Washington. You got Nick Westbrook.
Akina.
Yes,
Nick Westbrook Akina. He was at the Titans the last couple of years.
And at least you still have
Wide receiver one.
You still got Darren Waller is your
yep
tight end here.
And we actually just made a move today. We made a move today. We signed from the Saints practice squad one of our former receivers, Cedric Wilson, is making his return to the Dolphins.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, there he is, Cedric Wilson Jr. from New Orleans, and a former Dallas Cowboy receiver. Right. Still don't know why we ever got rid of him. I don't know. What other? We gotta talk about Malik Nabers. He got hurt too. So Flynn, Natalie, you guys are the Giants fans, so Flynn,
this is definitely a big blow. But yeah, I mean luckily they started Jackson Dart at just the right time, because I think it definitely would have been another loss had he not started. But yeah, but despite him being out, I do like the look of the new wide receivers. Got Wandale Robinson's probably your number one, and then followed by Darius Slayton at number 2, and then maybe Jalen Hyatt at number 3. Hyatt can finally potentially be used. But yeah, Hyatt's barely been there.
But also now you've heard a lot of Giants fans, and myself included, are calling for them to sign Odell Beckham Jr. So
yeah, hard, very, very hard pass.
Odell Beckham Jr.
You don't want to bring back OBJ?
Hard pass. He's always finding ways to get injured. He's and stuff like that.
But the nostalgia, though.
Yeah, maybe, but.
He can end his career where he started.
True.
True.
He's still beloved by a vast. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's still loved by a majority of the fan base.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So
and also I think OBJ would be a good mentor to the rest of the receivers.
Yep. 100%.
yeah,
Does he have anything left? That's also the thing too.
Yeah. But I think the reason the Giants brought in Russ and Winston was so they can be mentors to Jackson Dart. Now I think bringing in OBJ would be would help out with Wandale and I think more than anyone else Jalen Hyatt because Hyatt's been. So I'm very surprised that Hyatt hasn't taken off the way I thought he would. But I think that's the way it goes.
Mm.
And also not another person that's gonna be looked at on the waiver wire a lot is Theo Johnson because Johnson caught Dart's first NFL touchdown pass. It was a shove pass, and he took it in the rest of the way for a score.
yeah, well. And it's still kind of questionable if Lamar Jackson is going to be able to start for the Ravens going up against the Houston Texans with that hamstring injury. So if he doesn't go, then you know what that means. Rush, as in Cooper Rush. So. But there was a kind of a blow for the Ravens this week. Pro Bowl defensive tackle Namdi Madubuike.
Yeah.
Yes, Gesundheit. He will be out for the rest of the season with a neck injury. So it looks like injuries are starting to befall the Ravens now, and like I said, they're just not quite playing like they used to be. I mean, they were like, I'm sure everyone predicted the Ravens to win the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
I picked Baltimore preseason to win the Super Bowl.
Well, but that's not looking good right now. So it looks like left tackle Colton Miller from the Raiders has suffered a high ankle sprain and a hairline fracture. So they put him on injured reserve. So he might, I don't know, they might bring him back, but I'm not sure. But that's the Las Vegas Raiders left tackle right there. So
yeah, and I think especially so because Geno Smith has 6 interceptions already, and now not having his left tackle, I think that's a sign of problems for Vegas.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be a serious problem right there.
Mm-hmm.
So and we have someone here. Godfather is here.
Godfather Dom, we meet again.
Godfather Dom, how you doing? Good to see y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like Dashy got something here. Heads up, Dylan Gabriel will make his first career start on Sunday.
That's right. That is correct.
It has been confirmed?
Yeah, that's right. So that means that Dylan Gabriel will become the 41st quarterback to start for the Browns since 1999.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
41st quarterback to start since 1999.
1999.
And one thing I said about the Browns recently, they're like the Benny Hill theme song.
Yeah, yakety sax.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah, Browns do brown things. So, well, I guess, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're just guys that you just don't want to have, you know.
Cannot play with them. Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them. Can't do it.
I want winners.
Yeah. Drew Carey won't be seeing leaving rocks anytime soon unless it's baseball.
Yeah, that's right.
I want winners. I want people that want to win.
So I'll say a quick prayer for the Cleveland Browns. Okay, moving on. Uh, what we have? What else do we have here?
You want I think we should talk. I know we got. Oh, Timothy. So I thought you really wanted to talk about what happened on Sunday night.
Yeah, let's have a good discussion about that.
Let's talk about that.
So, I don't know if any of y'all saw my live play-by-play stream. I know A Pizzle did.
I saw it. I was there. I support you. I supported my buddy.
There you go. And I mean that game. I mean, like I said, nobody. I mean, you had to have been living under a rock to think that game was going to go like that, because everyone thought that Green Bay was just going to tear them up just like they did in the playoffs, in that playoff game a couple years ago.
Mhm.
It didn't go like that. They went all the way through 4 quarters, all the way through overtime, ended in a 40-40 tie, which brings up this question. And I'd like to get your opinions. If they make any changes to the overtime rules, what do you think they should be?
Get rid of
Follow the
ties.
college format.
Simple.
do
Get
what?
rid of the ties.
What was that, Natalie?
Follow kind of similar how they do it in college football.
I mean,
That's exactly the way I'm thinking.
See,
That's the way I'm thinking.
see, you're not living in an echo chamber.
I mean, that's the way I see it. Do overtime in the NFL the way they do it in college football.
Mhm.
There is a winner every time.
That's right. No ties.
No ties. You want no ties in college. You don't want ties here.
The only ties you see are around the necks.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree with you, Godfather. NFL, will you just get rid of ties? Yeah, except the ones you wear around your necks.
Look at
So
his shirt, or look at his picture. I don't know if you can see it. It's Jerome at Burger King. Working as Burger King.
yeah, I get a good. Let me get a good look at that here. Let me see it. Oh,
Looks
good
like
Lord.
Looks like Jerome at. Oh, that's
Oh my
beautiful.
goodness.
That is beautiful.
That is so beautiful. It's almost brutal.
Yeah.
And what's this? Happy
That's right.
early birthday, Alex. Oh,
Thank
when
you very
is your
much.
birthday?
This Friday.
Oh, this Friday? Well,
coming
happy early
Friday.
birthday to you, sir.
Happy
Thank you very
early
much.
birthday.
35 years young.
Okay. What's that? It's actually
Romy
we have
McDonald's with a Happy Meal.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, okay.
Home of the Whopper. What's your beef?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Joshua,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Godfather Dom.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
that's what I would do. Just have NFL overtime rules just like in college football. That way you'll have a winner every time. Don't have to worry about no ties or anything. Leave it like
Or what about if the first overtime goes without a score or is tied? Have a second overtime. Sudden death.
Ooh.
Or, and you can have, and if it gets to a third overtime, have the kickers do like how they do in soccer.
like penalty kicks.
Yeah.
Like penalty kicks in soccer.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, you have them kick one at the 30-yard line. If both succeed, back it up 5 yards
40.
to the 35.
35. Yep.
And if they make them both, then back it up to the 40.
Yes.
I could see something like that.
That makes sense. Also thinking of maybe a 1-1-yard race showdown. Like say, pick your best running backs. It's a sudden death. Let's say running back 1 gets a touchdown. Running back 2 has to get a touchdown, or running back 1 wins, and vice versa.
Possibly.
I don't think I would go with that. Just base it on your running game. Nah. I don't think so. Flynn, what are you thinking?
Other hot topics.
No, your idea for how to do a sudden death.
I mean, so there are two ways I would do it. One is the college overtime rules, but you start instead of starting at the opponent 25, I would start at the 50, for each drive.
At the 50-yard line?
Yeah. Midfield.
That don't sound like an idea.
Yeah, or also extend overtime from 10 minutes to 15 minutes. So it's because it used to be 10 minutes. It used to be 15-minute period, but then they cropped it down to 10 for player and safety reasons.
Player safety,
right? Player safety,
yeah.
I think safety first.
Yeah, and also one more hot topic before we get into the rest of the show. Ladd McConkey missing in action again. It's because it's been a rough go at it for him. It's because in the loss against the Giants on Sunday, he had 6 targets, 1 reception for 11 yards. So
wow.
He finished as the 99th ranked wide receiver in PPR formats in fantasy this week.
Some tells me we're going to have to put out an APB.
Zero touchdowns, and he's had 6 receptions, 5 receptions, 4 receptions, 1 reception in his first 4 games. But in theory, he should be getting a better matchup against Washington. But given how Quentin Johnson's been playing, given how Keenan Allen's been playing, now you gotta think of Ladd McConkey as you might not even be rosterable at this point.
True.
So you're thinking McConkey might start to be an afterthought?
I mean, if he doesn't improve his play between now pretty soon, it's gonna be it's gonna be a sailing down a nowhere road.
Right.
And he better do that because McConkey's got one of the toughest schedules of remaining the Chargers receivers, because he's got but after Washington, he's got either neutral or unfavorable matchups the rest of the season.
Wow.
True.
Yeah, so hopefully they
He's
can
right.
get back into the system here. So anything I'm overlooking or?
I mean, I think that's what I was looking at. So
good with me.
So is it trivia time now?
It is trivia time.
Trivia time.
Trivia time.
Yeah, Alex, you're gonna like this, buddy. We're gonna try to work your mind into this here.
Okie dokie.
And we will give the answers to the questions after we do our picks and predictions for week 5.
Cool.
So I have a question. I think Flynn has a question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Natalie has a question.
Yes.
I my question's in the form of a banner, so that banner is ready to go for when.
Let me go ahead and put that up here.
Yeah.
Please
so
scroll down.
Yeah, it's all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was looking at this. So as of Tuesday, and again we talked about this at the last time everyone has an even number of games before the bye week start kicking in. So as of Tuesday, 24 wide receivers are rostered in 95% of leagues or higher. So among those 24, which of those receivers has scored the fewest fantasy points per game so far this season?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm assuming injured guys don't count then. So I was going to say Jamar Chase right out of the gate, so I guess he doesn't count then.
Well, he's rostered in 99.8% of the league, so he is one of the 24.
Oh, so okay, he does count. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I got a trivia question. Okay, I'll send it to you, Tim. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, where are you at? Where are you? Right. Hold on.
Which of these receivers has scored the fewest fantasy points per game so far? It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Did you just?
Yes, I did.
Did you send me on a messenger? Or?
On Messenger, yes.
Okay. Here's an interesting question from Alex here.
Mm-hmm.
What is the smallest NFL stadium by capacity? Now that's going to jog my memory a little bit here. Smallest stadium by capacity. I have to think about that one while we go to. All right, Flynn, you got a question?
Yeah, we put it up already.
Oh yeah. That's okay. Okay, Tally, your question.
Yeah, mine kind of reflects on Jackson Dart. I saw this. I was watching the Giants post game live on YouTube yesterday. So yeah, so Flynn, if you watched it, I would say withdraw yourself from the question. But did you watch it by chance?
No.
Okay, then you're free to answer it then, because as Flynn you probably know, Jackson Dart he rushed for a touchdown, had a passing touchdown, and rushed for 50 yards or more in his debut. Who was the last quarterback before him to do that same thing? Have a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and 50 or more rushing yards.
I think I know who that is.
Yeah, I think I
got an idea too.
Yeah. Okay, so that leaves Timothy.
Okay. There goes my question. This is kind of related to what happened on Sunday. So as we all know, both Jordan Love and Dak Prescott, they each threw for over 300 yards. They each threw for 3 touchdowns, and they threw 0 interceptions whatsoever. Which one quarterback holds the NFL record for the most games with at least 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions in the game?
All right.
The answer is going to be so obvious when you hear it. So, with that being said, we will ponder these answers, and I hope all of you out there watching ponder those answers as well, because now it's time to, I guess, put up or shut up. Because this is the part of the show that we like. It is
the reason why I'm here tonight.
Yes. It's time for a little pain and game pick'em formula here in the Fantasy Football Fever show, and we will begin.
Yeah, it's Tim. I'm going to overrule you on that because I was able to get home in time. I was able to put my graphic together for the spreads.
Good.
But before I do that, I have starts and sits this week, Tim.
Oh, a start and sit. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So week 3, so before week 3, I focused a lot on running backs. Week 4, I went with receivers, and so this week I'm gonna go with quarterbacks. So of course with the quarterbacks like Jordan Love, Caleb Williams, and others are off this week, and Lamar Jackson's not playing this week in all likelihood. So So with that in mind, I'm going to give you my starts and sits this week in sleeper pick revolve around the quarterbacks. So my fantasy sleep my two fantasy sleepers for week 5 in the NFL, and there are two of them, and they're going to be going head to head against each other in Jackson Dart and Spencer Rattler. And of course, Spencer Rattler's got a favorable matchup against the Giants defense that's had trouble up until last week, in terms of stopping the forward pass. So he's going to have some potential matchups with there, and then the same thing too with Jackson Dart. Despite not having Malik Nabers, he'll still have matchups in there as well. It could be a higher scoring game than people think it's going to be. So that's where I'm wanting thinking there. My fantasy sit of the week is going to be Brock Purdy, the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. And this is not just because he's dealing with the toe injury and he suffered a setback in the loss against Jacksonville. But the Rams have a stingy pass defense, and in terms of getting out to the quarterback, that's part of it. And also another thing too, is because the Rams secondary is pretty decent as well. So I'm looking at that. But my fantasy start of the week is going to be Justin Fields, and I think Ellis Johnson, the Fantasy Pros, stole the words I was going to say about this, and I'll read what his expert note says on his profile. He says, quote, "You never really know what you are getting with Fields. In 2 of his games this season, he has looked like a star, the game against Pittsburgh and the game against Miami. In the other, he only completed 3 passes on 11 attempts for 27 yards. He did get injured in that game, but he still played over 60% of the snaps and looked miserable. Thankfully, if there was ever a matchup to lock Fields into your starting roster, it would be this one. The Cowboys defense is non-existent. Dallas is allowing the most fantasy points to the quarterback position, averaging over 300 passing yards, 2.5 passing touchdowns, and the 6th most rushing yards per game. Fields is quote, an elite quarterback option this week in fantasy. So if you have Justin Fields, I would definitely consider putting him in your lineup."
Yeah, you are definitely right when you said the Cowboys have the worst defense. I mean, they couldn't even buy a third down stop this past Sunday night against Green Bay. So
It's yeah, and the thing is, so in this league, I have Lamar Jackson and Jackson Dart, but in all 3 of my other leagues, I have Jackson Dart pinned in as the starter.
all righty then.
Sweet.
Okay, so you do have your yep. And before we begin, if Dashy's still watching, yes, we do have teams on the bye.
That's right.
Yes, those teams are the Atlanta Falcons, the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's why Lucas isn't here.
Oh, really?
That explains everything.
Well, maybe that could be true, maybe not. But anyway, if you're a fan of the Falcons, the Bears, the Packers, and the Steelers,
sorry about it.
Yep.
Yeah, wait till next week.
Wait till next week. We'll get back to you guys.
Enjoy some stress-free football.
Stress-free football there. First of all,
and also Alex has Bijan and Drake London on his roster, so he's got to make some changes on his front.
Yes, I will.
Yes, he is definitely going to have to do that here. Let me get Lucas's picks up again here. All right, here we go. The first game, of course, is Thursday Night Football. It is going to be the San Francisco 49ers against the Los Angeles Rams. It's a NFC West division matchup. The line, of course, is Rams by 5.5. The referee for this game is going to be Bill Vinovich. And of course, this game is on Prime, which means you will have the Miracle Man, Al Michaels, and Kirk Herbstreit. Alex, what do we have for the lowest ticket price?
The lowest ticket price, according to Game Time, is $184.
184.
184.
Not too shabby.
And we're making sure that that everyone has access to those tickets, right? Because I'm thinking because the Yankees are banning the people of Massachusetts from getting tickets for the games at Yankee Stadium this week, and it brought up flashbacks of what the Rams did to the Northern Cal residents to the NFC Championship game a few years ago when the game was in LA.
Right.
So, who is your picks for the Niners and the Rams? Who wants to kick this off?
I guess I'll go first.
All right.
I guess I'll go first. The 49ers are banged up, and now they have to play on the road on a short week against a division rival that has beaten them 3 straight times. Make it 4. I'm going with the Rams. 24-17, Los Angeles Rams.
That sounds very, very good. In fact, I think I am going to go ahead and put my circle over the Rams, and it's a 5.5 point spread. I think they can cover. So I'm going to take the Rams by a score of 28-21. 28-21. Give me the Rams. And one more thing. Nakua Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
Next.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on the spread, Tim. I think the 49ers are very capable of covering the spread. I think they're gonna get some key pieces back. I mean, yeah, I think Brock Purdy should be coming back. Yeah, I think he'll be all right, but the Rams, I think, are still the better team. So I'm going to go 27-24.
Yeah, the 5.5 would scare me a little bit. If you're somehow, some way still in your survivor pool, I would not touch this game. Because I feel like it can go either way with the spread. So, but the winner and loser would not have changed because the thing about the 49ers is that they really haven't passed the eye test in the last 2 games, and now they have to go on the road against a team that could very much be the biggest scare to the Philadelphia Eagles when it comes to representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. So I feel like this is a 26-17 type of game. I'll take the Rams to win and cover.
All right. And according to Lucas, he is going to take the Rams to win and cover over the Niners by a score of 27-20.
Cool.
Now we go to the Sunday games, and the first one is another international game. It is in London, jolly old England.
Tottenham Hotspur.
That's right. It's the Minnesota Vikings against the Cleveland Browns over in jolly old England. They got Minnesota picked as 3.5 point favorites. The referee for this game is going to be Scott Novak. And calling this game, another Fox team calling this game on NFL Network. It's Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. So I guess I can start with this one. Minnesota.
And the lowest ticketed price is $192.
And that's American dollars, right?
That is American, yes.
Okay,
that's American.
No pounds.
I mean, it's a shame that they have to have two different box crews, so called, because Joe Davis has to come back to the States to call the American League playoffs, which start over the weekend. So my thing is, why not just have but I the reason they had Kenny Albert was still in the States because he was calling Rangers preseason games for the New York Rangers. Is that because he's the new TV voice of the Rangers after Sam Rosen retired?
Right.
So I'm leaning. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Lucas says he is going with the Vikings to win over the Browns 20-13. So he gets the Vikings to win and cover.
Okay.
And I say I will take Minnesota as well. I will take them to win and cover. That's 3.5 points. That's a little bit low. Let's say I'll say Minnesota will win by 10. Give me the Vikings 24-14. Skull.
Yeah, even without JJ McCarthy, no problem. Carson Wentz is capable of doing this. He's a veteran. He's been doing this for years. Yeah, the Browns, like I said, comedy of errors. Benny Hill, you say it. Yeah, 27-17.
27-17 Vikings. Okay, Flynn.
Yeah, I know this is not the biggest spread in the week, but I can't stress enough how much I love the Minnesota Vikings. They have a huge advantage of first of all playing a much inferior team. Second of all, having their clocks already adjusted because they had just played the week before against Steelers and got embarrassed. And I know the final score was a 3-point difference, but it felt a lot worse than the final score indicated. And so they're coming off the motivation of that. And also Kevin O'Connell in his career is 4-0 against the spread coming off a loss. So and Dylan Gabriel making his first start against the Brian Flores defense, that's just not a fair fight. So not only do I have the Vikings winning by a score of 27-10, Tim, that is my lock of the week.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Well, the Vikings overseas tour continues in London. Cleveland's offense struggles continue, and Joe Flacco has 2 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, which means they're making a switch to the young Dylan Gabriel. Carson Wentz is averaging 261.5 passing yards per game in his 2 starts, but he's also been sacked 9 times.
Yeah.
9 times.
9 times. Great
And now
Rudy reference there.
Has to face one of the best defenses in the NFL. But like Flynn said, it's Brian Flores against a rookie quarterback. We all know who's going to win that matchup. Give me the Vikings over the Browns, 30-15. And I'm not just taking the Vikings. I'm joining you, Flynn. They are my lock of the week as well.
Lock them up. Okay, so we got Natalie's pick.
Yeah, I already did mine. I had the Vikings 27-17.
Okay.
Not my lock though.
Right. Moving on to interesting game here. We got the Houston Texans against the Baltimore Ravens. Game in Baltimore. Houston is 1.5 point favorites. The referee in this game is going to be Lane Clark. Not by air, not by sea. It's by land. Land Clark. And calling this game, going to be on CBS, it will be Iron Eagle and J.J. Watt.
What?
Okay, what is the lowest price for tickets?
The lowest ticket price according to Game Time is Nintendo 64, $64.
Oh.
Yeah, especially with the way Baltimore's playing this week. So, yeah, I got two teams here. One is bad. One team is kind of bad. One team is getting to be kind of bad. So this is probably the hardest game for me to pick right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I know where you're going with this.
as we would commonly do on the Pain and Games show, if we can't really pick a winner, then we gotta let fate decide. But we don't have a coin flip signal here, so this is my coin flip game of the week.
There you
Okay.
All right. I guess we could do the countdown for fun.
If anyone else is going to join me in a coin
I've seen the
flip.
shows before. I know
go.
it's official countdown.
Oh, what do we have here?
Looks like Putnam's going to do a coin flip game here.
Yeah.
What do
So
we have here?
yeah.
All right. Since I've seen Alex's show several times, I guess I'll do the countdown for you guys.
Okay, hold on a second.
Let me go when you guys are ready.
Yeah, heads here.
Yep.
Heads will be Houston,
Head.
and
Got
the
it.
star here is tails. That will be Baltimore.
Tails, Baltimore.
So
All right.
I guess
Friends.
since Natalie is
Make
a
the move.
friend of the show.
Yep.
Thing.
All right, you guys
Go
ready?
ahead, Natalie.
3,
Right.
2,
2.
1. Baba
One.
Booey.
Oh, boy.
Baba
Baba
Booey. All right. All right. Tim first.
Okay. Since I went first with making this my coin flip game of the week, it looks like I'm taking the Texans.
Okay. And Alex.
So do I. 27 to 20. Give me
Okay.
Houston.
Yeah, give me Houston. I'm gonna say 24. 24-21. It's gonna be pretty close. But I'm taking the Texans.
All right. Flynn, what say you on this one?
I mean, Houston's offensive line scares the hell out of me. And of course, it was a dumb mistake. And of course, they would be terrible without Larry Tunsil. And that was an easy first guess. But I just can't pick Baltimore right now. That's because Lamar Jackson's hurt. They're decimated with injuries on defense. I mean, not to mention the defense can't. The current players can't play well anyway, and I think that result for Baltimore Kansas City last week said a lot more about Baltimore than it did about Kansas City. And Cooper Rush going up against a D'Amico Ryan's coach defense, I think that is a major advantage that benefits for the Houston Texans. So I think Houston gets a break, not having to worry about Lamar Jackson likely this week. So I think Houston's going to win this game by a score of 23-20.
Yeah. Before we get to mine, Tim, what did Lucas say?
Oh yes, Lucas. He's got the Texans. Ooh. This is not his lock of the week, but he's got the Texans over the Ravens by a score of 30-13.
Ooh. All right. I guess for me, I mean, if Lamar Jackson was playing and was fully healthy, I would probably fully consider taking the Ravens here. But him being out makes a huge difference.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, Derrick Henry's been struggling. Yeah. I mean, Justice Hill's really hit or miss. I mean, they have some decent receivers, but in the end, as much as Houston is banged up, I'm going to give them the edge here and have them edge out Baltimore 27-24. And with that, we're so far we're unanimous down the board these first 3 games.
Let's see if that changes here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this next one, this was going to be my garbage game of the week, but because Tyreek Hill is out, I'm not going to do that.
No,
I don't believe in doing stuff like that.
It's garbage. It's still garbage.
And I was also considering my Giants, but I don't want to pick my own team as the garbage game. I don't want to do that either. So actually, oddly enough, for the first time this season, I do not have a garbage game of the week.
Well, I guess I
don't have one. None of the other games come even remotely close. It was either the Giants or Carolina or the Giants and the Saints. I'm not going to diss my own team, and I'm going to give the Dolphins the benefit of the doubt because of the Tyreek Hill situation.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex, you still want to call this garbage?
Yep. You know what that means.
For me, and Alex,
let's follow like the traditional guidelines. Let's save Alex for last on this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a terrible game, but it is Alex's game. It's the Dolphins and the Panthers over in Charlotte. And
I will be there.
He will be.
I will be there.
Very nice. Dolphins come in at 1.5 point favorites. The referee for this game will be Clay Martin, and on the call is going to be. Okay, I've heard of this guy before. Eric Collins. Yeah, Eric Collins and Mark Schlereth will be on the call.
Cool.
And remember, I think Adam Amin is doing baseball playoffs as well. Right. So no Joe Davis, no Adam Amin this week.
Yeah, calling the baseball playoffs.
That's right.
So I guess in a pain and gain fashion, we will save the Dolphins fan for last.
And the lowest ticket price is $54.
I can see that.
Studio.
Who wants to start on this one? Flynn, Natalie?
Yeah, I'll start on this one, but lost, but I think unfortunately lost in the shuffle for all the Dolphins and the Jets with the Jets' lack of discipline and the injury to Tyreek Hill. I still don't think that Dolphins are still not a well-constructed roster, unfortunately. And I think Carolina's going to have some matchups in this game. I think Ted McMillan against that secondary is going to be a favorable matchup. So I think he's someone that you should consider starting in fantasy. And I think that there are other things that come up as well, but I think when it comes to this game, I don't know if Miami has the coaching advantage in this game. So that's why I don't know if I can trust them on that. So I like the Panthers this week. The Panthers were one of the teams that I had preseason as being better than people anticipated. So I think the Panthers pick up another home win, and I have them beating Miami, unfortunately, by a score of 27-24.
Okay.
All right, Tim, how about you go next on this one? Just to clarify, were you playing that symbol just for the garbage thing? Was that for yourself or for Alex, or were you just showing it off? Just wanted to get clarification on that.
For both myself and Alex.
Okay, gotcha.
If this were Wednesday night, it would be the hell no to the no.
Yep.
No.
True. And Flynn wasn't here, but I don't have an official garbage game this week.
I don't think I have one either.
Yeah, I don't think so. But anyway, Miami and Carolina. It's 1.5 favorites. I've used my coin flip game of the week. With Tyreek Hill out, that's going to make a huge difference for the Dolphins. Hopefully, they can try to work some way to amend this thing. But truth is, I don't know if they'll be able to. So I'm just going to take the home team. Give me Carolina over Miami by a score of I don't see this really being a really big scoring game. I will take Carolina over Miami 21-17.
All right. I guess before we get to mine, what does Lucas have to say about this one?
Yeah, LC.
LC. for Miami and Carolina. This is his garbage game of the week too, or hell no game of the week. He's got the Dolphins over the Panthers, 13-10.
Ooh.
So actually,
low scoring game. Interesting.
Yeah. So wait a minute. I have it right here. Oh, hold on. Let me play it. Oh goodness, I got the volume turned down. Okay, oh goodness. Let's get back over there. Go back to where I was. All right, here we go. Hold on. Hey, Flynn, you made your pick, right? Yeah, Natalie made his.
Yeah.
Not yet. I didn't say mine yet.
Okay, go ahead, Natalie.
I thought you were going to play something first.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I guess while Tim is looking for who wants to look, I guess I'll go. I mean, I was considering making this my garbage game of the week, but with the Tyreek Hill situation, like I said, I don't believe in doing garbage games for players who get injured, and I'm not going to diss my own team either. But this is still going to be my lowest combined point rule here. If Tyreek Hill was playing, I think that would have changed things a bit. But I'm gonna Carolina, but Miami's gonna make a run. It's gonna be a very defensive game. So Carolina 21, Miami 18.
21-18 Carolina. Yeah, I found it.
Right, there we go.
Yep. That's the Hell No song for the Panic Game Pick'em show. Anyway,
Hey.
So we've heard from myself, we've heard from Flynn, we've heard from Matali, we've heard what Lucas said. So I guess it's time for our fan to
take the floor.
Where is the control here? Oh, here we go.
Cook. Oh man. Let's just say this. The Panthers are 0-3 on the road and 1-0 at home. This game is in Carolina. Panthers won their only home game 30-0, which means this is a tough line to gauge. Miami's 1.5 point favorite. We'll see. Mike McDaniel remains on the hot seat, and the Dolphins are on a short week. But let's not forget, last year, the Dolphins were 2-0 against the spread as the road favorite last season, and I think it stays that way. You can call me a biased bastard all you want, but I'm going to be there for this game, and I'm going to see my team win, and I think they are going to win by a final score of 20-10. Fins up, baby. Yeah.
Fins up. So hopefully that'll work well for you.
We'll see.
Now we go to the next game, Las Vegas Raiders against Indianapolis Colts. And the Colts come into this game as 6.5 point favorites. The referee for this game is Alex Kemp. On the call will be Chris Myers and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez.
Ew.
And the lowest price for Raiders and Colts.
69.
69, dude.
Nice.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. Let's see what Lucas says about this one. Colts and Raiders. Okay, this is not his lock either, but he's got the Colts winning this one 33-17.
Oof. Sure. I guess I'll go next on this one. This one was actually the hardest one for me to pick. I could really see this go either way. Normally I don't do this on this show, but for just to throw in some painting games flair, I'm going to call this one my point spread game of the week.
Point spread game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of see this being somewhat of a low score. And the Raiders are kind of a bit frisky. They're doing somewhat all right. Yeah, Ashton Genty's coming from a monster game, his best game of his early career so far. I could see another touchdown from him. Yeah. Daniel Jones, I think, is going to bounce back. I do see the Colts winning this one, but I'm going to give the Raiders with the points. So I'm going to go. Let's see. I'll go Raiders. Oh, sorry, Colts 28. Colts 28. Raiders 24.
Interesting.
Very interesting indeed. Flynn, what do you say about this one?
I can't. I mean, I couldn't circle Indianapolis fast enough in this one. I mean, the Colts defensive line has registered 80 pressures already on in 4 games this season, and the Raiders' pass protection is god awful. So that's a big advantage there. Just to think, Lou Anarumo. Replacing Gus Bradley as the defensive coordinator might have been one of the biggest coaching upgrades this entire offseason. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Colts defense look focused. They're tackling better, and it's good there. But I think in terms of fantasy, big game for Jonathan Taylor. Big bounce back game, I think, from Daniel Jones. After losing last week to the Rams. So this is the type of game that screams 31-17 Indianapolis written all over it. So I'm going to take the Colts to win and cover.
Okay. Well, the Raiders are improving with Pete Carroll and Ashton Genty coming off of a 138-yard performance against the Bears. On the other side, Jonathan Taylor continues to lead the NFL with 414 rushing yards. So that means they're both good against the run. So quarterbacks Geno Smith and Daniel Jones will have to make plays. Which one will do that without turnovers is the question. And I think that will be Daniel Jones. I'm going with the Colts to get the win over the Raiders 30-17.
Okay, I'm kind of thinking along the same lines as Natalie here. I'm going with the Colts this year. I think Danny Dimes is going to have a good time here. We mentioned the left tackle for the Raiders is out, so that's going to put a little more pressure on their quarterback, hopefully Ashton Genty will kind of carry a little bit there, but in the end, I'm thinking the same thing as Natalie. My point spread game of the week here. I'm going 26-23, taking the Colts for the win, taking the Raiders with the cover. And I guess with that, we're going on to the next game, which is...
Did you say Lucas's, or did you get Lucas's, or not? I don't remember if you said it or not.
Yeah, I think you said 33-17.
Oh, right.
33-17 Colts over Raiders. So now,
got it.
All right, we're moving on to Flynn and Natalie's game. It's the
save us for last on this one.
Yeah, New York Giants against New Orleans Saints game is in the Superdome. New Orleans is 1.5-point favorites. And the referee for this game, Alex, will be, let's see here. Oh, it's going to be Alan Eck.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you who know, that's his real last name. It's E-C-K, Alan Eck. Yeah. And calling the game, I believe this will be on CBS. It will have Andrew Catalan, Charles Davis, and Jason McCourty. Lowest ticket price in the Big Easy.
$25.
$25.
Make you holla.
$25 make you holla. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to save the Giants fans for last.
Can I go first?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, no one feels bad for Big Blue anymore. They finally got their first win. But at what cost? Because Malik Nabers is done for the year. That could possibly be a little bit of an issue there. However, the Giants have just injected a new quarterback who defeated one of the Super Bowl favorites last week in the Los Angeles Chargers. Jackson throwing bullseyes, throwing darts. This is a nightmare matchup for the Saints, who are the 27th in pass blocking win rate and 31st in run block win rate. I'm going with the Giants here. Give me Big Blue 28-20.
All right. Sounds good. Actually, yes, the Giants do have a problem with Malik Nabers out for the season, but I will not overlook Wan'Dale Robinson.
True.
He's getting up there and getting some targets and some catches with the Giants. So he did pretty good in that overtime game against Dallas. And I mean, they all did pretty well, but they're going against the Saints team. I've said this all season long. The Saints have no identity whatsoever.
Ooh, they do not.
They do not. So actually, even though this is only a 1.5 point spread for the Saints, I do not see them winning this one. I am actually going to take the Big Blue Giants. They're definitely going to win. They're definitely going to cover. Give me the Giants by a score of 28-20. And I'm not just taking the Giants.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how confident I am about the Giants. So you've heard me and you've heard Alex.
Hold on, let's get Lucas first.
Oh yeah, we gotta get Lucas. Okay. Oh, Lucas had this game as his coin flip game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So after the 3-2-1 Baba Booey, he's got the Giants over the Saints 23-20. So which one of you two guys is going to start?
I'll start.
Okay, I think it's Flynn's turn to
Flynn for the win.
Cool guy. Yeah, but I mean, look, I don't think this is as slam a dunk of a pick as Tim and Alex are making it because while the Giants have a great pass rush, they still have some issues stopping the run. They did allow Amari Hampton to go off for 100+ yards and a touchdown last week, which I told you to take care of in fantasy. One of the easiest starts of the week last week, but also the Saints played the Bills pretty tough last week. It was not a pushover by any means, and another thing that could be going for the Saints is Kellen Moore has always carved up the Giants throughout his entire career, whether it was with New Orleans or with Dallas, Philly. But here's why I'm reluctantly taking the Giants to win this game. Number one, as Putnam mentioned, a major advantage with the Giants' defensive line going up against the Saints' offensive line. Number two, I think Jackson Dart being in as the quarterback, it opens up the playbook a little bit for Brian Dable and Mike Kafka to dial up some more creative calls. So I think that this is a good opportunity for Cam Scatterboo. I think this is an opportunity for Wan'Dale Robinson. I think Theo Johnson is going to catch 5 or 6 balls on Sunday. So I think it's going to be more of a high scoring game than people think because neither defense is has been dominant this season. And yeah, you can talk about the Giants and then get into the quarterback, but the run defense would scare me a little bit. So. But then what do I want to see from Jackson Dart? I want to see him make quicker decisions with the football. I want to see him be able to throw in the pocket under pressure. I want him to be able to let his playmakers make the plays. So that's what I'm looking for here. It's a road game. It's Jackson Dart's first road start against the Saints, the team that really should have drafted Jackson Dart with the 9th overall pick. And I begged them to draft either Jackson Dart or Shedeur Sanders. And we went over this during the draft. So I think that extra motivation is in mind, and I think that motivation is going to be enough for the Giants to go to march into New Orleans and beat the Saints. It's not going to be as easy as Giants fans make it out to be, but I have the Giants winning this game by a score of 28-26.
All right. So we just heard Natalie, or I just heard Flynn. Now it's Natalie's turn to.
All right. I guess it's going to be up to me if I'm going to have the sole pick or if we're going to be unanimous. All right. Yeah, looking into this. Yeah, Jackson Dart starting was the absolute perfect timing. Dable and Shane had no choice. They were basically on the hot seat. I mean, technically they still are, but if Dart keeps performing like this, their jobs, I think, are safe. And correct me if I'm wrong, but out of all the quarterbacks that were drafted for this year's draft, I believe Jackson Dart is the only one with a winning record. Because, Cam Ward has no wins. Yeah, I can't think of any other quarterbacks that were drafted with wins yet. So, with that being said, this is going to be a pretty interesting game. I mean, if Russell Wilson was still the starter, would my pick change? Probably not. My pick here is going to be the same here. I think they expect Rondell Robinson to get involved. I think Jalen Hyatt is finally going to get involved in more plays. I believe, if I remember correctly, I think last game he was only on the field for one play, and that was it. But expect him to get a lot more. I think this time he's finally going to get some catches. Maybe not touchdowns necessarily, but I think he's going to get some work. But right now Rondell Robinson's your clear number one now, followed by probably Darius Slayton. So it's looking, let's get Hyatt involved as the number 3 receiver. But this is still going to be a low-scoring game. The Saints are going to make it interesting, but in the end, I'm making it unanimous. I have the Giants prevailing by a score of 22-20.
Okay. Sweet. He sees another close game right there.
It's so the Giants fans are less confident in the Giants than the non-Giants fans this week.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's kind of weird here. All right, next game on the list. It's my game. That's right. It is the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Mother 11 Jets. Cowboys going into this game on the road at MetLife Stadium. 2.5-point favorites, the Cowboys are. The referee for this game is Alex Moore. And Joe Davis is going to be calling the playoffs, the baseball playoffs on Fox. So he's got Jason Benetti taking his spot. He'll be joined by Greg Olson.
Nice.
And lowest ticketed price.
The lowest ticketed price for Cowboys and Jets this Sunday at MetLife Stadium is $104.
Kind of interesting there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep.
Save Timothy for last.
Yep.
Who wants to go first?
Let's get Lucas's.
Let's hear what Luke Ass has to say.
All right, Lucas. On this game, he's got the Cowboys over the Jets 34-27. So he's got the Cowboys there.
I guess I'll go next on this one. Let's see. I mean, both teams are a hot mess right now. Breece Hall finally had a decent game. He doesn't have any touchdowns yet. Look for him to get his first touchdown of the season. However, Dallas, I think, is going to win this one. I think they're just slightly better right now. Welcome to 0-5 Jets. Give me Dallas to win 27-21.
So how will the Cowboys use the momentum from their 40-40 tie against the Packers in week number 4? George Pickens is coming off his best game, but the defense continues to give up a league worst 420 yards per game. That's true. Jets are coming off a short week, and they'll need to generate a few turnovers. Look for the Cowboys to feed Javonte Williams against a shaky Jets run defense, 31-24. How about them Cowboys?
I'm taking the Jets to win a football game this weekend. I'm picking the Jets to win. And I think you look at if you watch the games, and yeah, the Jets are totally have been totally undisciplined for the first month of the season. So, but if you've watched the games, they've played in 3 games that could have gone either way. The Pittsburgh game could have gone either way. The Tampa game could have gone either way if it wasn't for Aaron Glenn dancing on the sidelines after a blocked field goal return for a touchdown. So, but after throwing everything at the Packers defense in a motivated game. Where Micah Parsons returned, but yet they still tied despite scoring 40 points on Sunday night. I think the Cowboys are in for a letdown here. I think that this is where again I stressed the Justin Fields matchup against this pathetic, atrocious, unwatchable slop of a Dallas defense. So I think Justin Fields is going to have a monster day. I think Garrett Wilson. I think he's in for 100+ yards receiving, and I do think Dallas is going to be able to move the ball up and down the field as well. But I think I think the Jets finally have a 50-50 type of game go their way. I think Nick Folk is going to kick the game-winning field goal, and I think it's going to be a shootout at MetLife. Give me the Jets to win this game by a score of 34-31 over the Cowboys.
Oh. Okay. I guess we
heard beside himself.
I guess we heard from everybody except me.
Except for you.
Well, I guess it is my turn to cook. Well, man, that was one marathon match against those Packers. Now, of course, Alex asked the question, how do the Cowboys continue that momentum heading into MetLife Stadium against the Jets? Well, yes, George Pickens did have one of the best games of his career. And CD Lamb, I still miss him. George Pickens is doing great. Jalen Tolbert is doing better. Didn't really trust him at the beginning, but now he's getting to do better and better. Cavante Turbin's pretty good as a receiver. The running game is still starting to really heat up now. Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, they're doing pretty good. It's just my Cowboys defense. Worse than the league. Like I said, they could not even buy a third down stop this past Sunday night. In fact, they haven't even been able to buy a third down stop all season long. They're really going to have to get it together. They have to try to cover these guys. They're going to have to double team Garrett Wilson, in my opinion. They're really going to have to double team him because he's a dangerous receiver right there. So I think the Cowboys will. It'll be the offense that does it again. So give me it's 2.5. Let's say about a 7-point difference here. Well, actually, let's see here. Let's see, like 3 touchdowns. I got 2 field goals. 21, 27. Give me the Cowboys by a score of 27-21.
Dance with the devil.
Oh yeah, let me. I'll unload the chamber.
I feel like
dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. What? Because I've danced with the devil, the financial devil, and lived to tell about it.
And
I want me some glory hole.
And
yep, got one more.
And yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I guess that's pretty much it for that. So, with that, let's get to the last of the early games here. Denver at Philadelphia. Very interesting game here. Denver with a powerful defense. Philadelphia with a starting to be shaky offense. Philadelphia is picked by 4.5. Referee for this game is Edrin Hill. This will be on CBS with Jim Nance and Tony Romo on the call. And the lowest price for Denver and Philly has got to be pretty much up there.
Denver and Philly. Let me just check this real quick. According to game time, let's see here. Scroll down. Philadelphia, where are you? Yeah, it's a pretty penny. Let me just say that. $265.
Yes.
Not bad. So, Denver at Philly. Who you got?
West Coast team traveling to an East Coast team usually spells out disaster, and guess what? It's going to happen again because the Eagles are the best team in the league in the NFC right now. To be the champs, we have to beat the champs, and the Broncos will not do that. Give me the Eagles to beat the Broncos 26-20.
Why? Because I don't have them here, but
the Eagles are so much better
than Eagles.
Or chickens are so much better than chickens.
Right? That's true too. That is true too. We love that Senator Romy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we heard from Alex.
Fun just went, did he? I don't think we heard from Alex yet, did we?
Yeah, I did. I said the Eagles.
Oh, my
I
bad.
think he was the only one that picked.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. What about Lucas? What does he have?
LC.
Yeah, LC. He's got the Eagles over the Broncos 23-17.
He's got a bit of a low scoring affair there. Yeah, I'm on the opposite wavelength of Lucas. Not in terms of who I'm picking, but I think this is going to be a high scoring game. I see a slugfest here. I think both defenses are going to struggle a bit. Despite the Broncos having a good defense, I could see a shootout here. Not only that, I see the Broncos covering the spread. I'm going to go 33-30.
Upset special. Give me the Denver Broncos.
No, I said Eagles
and knock off the Eagles.
Yeah, my bad.
I think the biggest reason is because Lane Johnson might not play on Sundays, and if he can't go against that Denver pass rush, that's going to be a major problem. And AJ Brown's going to be paired up against some guy named Patrick Surtain, who might be the best corner in the game.
PlayStation 2.
So there, and the Eagles haven't had a rhythm offensively all season. I mean, because Kevin Patullo is a big downgrade from Kellen Moore, and also the Eagles could part of the Eagles could be overlooking that they're playing the Giants on a short week, a division rival on the road. So I look at that as well. So I think it's gonna be a tight game, but I think it's Bo Nix and the Broncos that drive down for the winning field goal, and I think it's gonna and I'm picking the Broncos to win this game by a score of 20-17. So yeah, this is my upset.
Sound that alarm.
Sound the alarm.
Holler if you hear me.
Oh boy, what a daring move right there. But I mean, I can see your reasoning on that. I'm kind of thinking like the tally too. This could be a good scoring game between both these teams. But in the end, I'm going to go slight better on this one. I'll I'll take Philly to win. I'll take Denver with the points. Final score: Eagles 30, Denver 27. And one more time, Eagles
are so much better than the Eagles.
Eagles.
So moving on from there, we now go to the late games. This is 4:05, 3:05 Central, 4:05 Eastern. Starting with this seems like a lopsided game. Maybe Tennessee Titans at the Arizona Cardinals. The game is in Arizona. The Cardinals are 8.5-point favorites. The referee for this game is Sean Smith. And calling this game, and calling this game on CBS is the one and only Spiro Rodriguez. He's going in for the touchdown.
I went to Fordham.
It's sensational, miraculous. And his yes, and his partner is Adam Archuleta.
As well. Lowest ticket price $22.
22.
I don't know about you. But I'm feeling 22.
All right. I guess I'll probably start with this one. Tennessee is coming off of a terrible, terrible loss last week.
Terrible.
And it's probably not going to get any easier for them this week. They're going up against an Arizona team that has one of the most underrated, if not the most underrated tight end in the league with Trey McBride. Yep. And you're going to have to consider Trey Benson on your lineup. And, of course, you got Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out here. So I am going to say, give me the Cardinals over the Titans by a score of 27-16.
This should be a blowout. This honestly should be a blowout. Let's be honest. The Titans have only scored 51 points in 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals have lost 2 straight on last-second field goals. This game will not be close at all. 24-9. Give me Arizona.
Ooh.
Is that your lock of the week?
No, my lock was Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
All
right. Yeah, with me too. And look, if it wasn't for Minnesota Cleveland, this would have been my lock of the week. And look, Tennessee, the Titans have problems on both sides of the ball, and I think if you take out Jeffrey Simmons on that Titans defense, can you without looking up, can you name a player on that Titans defense? Exactly. And look,
is Caleb Farley still there?
What happened?
Is Caleb Farley still there?
Let me check our lads now that you mention it. Now, but I think this is gonna be a bloodbath, and I think Arizona bounces back. And I was encouraged by Marvin Harrison Jr. He finally had a good game. He made a couple of big catches down the stretch of that game, and to give the Cardinals credit that they showed some resilience and mental fortitude. They were down 20-6 in the fourth quarter, came back to tie the game at 20. So, but before the inexplicable kickoff set the Seahawks up perfectly. So let's take a look here, if the Titans still have Caleb Farley.
No, but I know I actually forgot. I remembered someone on the Titans, Jerry Sneed.
Yeah, Jerry Sneed. He was with the Chiefs during the championship years.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I don't know.
Caleb Farley is a free agent.
Oh,
okay.
So he's still not playing with anybody right now, is he?
No, he's not on any roster right now.
He's a first-round pick too.
Ooh.
First-round pick back in 2011 or 2021.
Yeah. I don't think I gave a score for this game, so I'm gonna pick the Cardinals to win this game 27 to 14.
Okay, and let's see what Lucas said about this game. He's got oh. He's got this one. Cardinals. Let's see, Cardinals 38, Titans 6, and as far as Lucas is concerned,
smart move.
He's locking up them birds.
It's a smart move.
I guess, yeah, I think so. Now we're going to Seattle. The Seahawks. Seahawks take it on the visiting Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to be an interesting game. Seattle is picked by 3. The referee for this game is Craig Rolstad, and calling the game will be Kevin Harlan and Trent Green, CBS.
Calling both games.
I'm calling both games. That's right, he is. So let's see here.
Lowest ticket price $149, by the way.
$149 doesn't sound too bad. Not much to say about this one. I think Berkey Irving, he's got a slight injury, but I don't think it's going to hamper him from starting this one against Seattle. Seattle historically has a pretty good defense. I think Bucky Irving can find some way to get through there. And then he got Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. I think Evans is out for maybe a week or so.
Yeah, I think he's out for like a couple of more weeks.
Yeah, about a couple of more weeks till he gets up. But he still got Chris Godwin. They have that tight end. Can't think of his name.
Cade Otton?
Yeah.
Who?
Cade Otton.
Cade Otton. Oh yeah. He was I'd say he was kind of a middle to slightly above middle tight end last year. So he might come through this game. Actually, I see this game as I actually see the Bucs winning this one by a score of 30-24.
I'm in the same boat, Tim. I like the Buccaneers here as well. Baker Mayfield proving, although last week he kind of blew it with the Eagles, but proving why he could potentially, keyword potentially, win MVP this year, and I think he just might. Battle of number 1 versus number 3 overall picks back in 2018 draft class, and the number 1 pick will come away with the victory here. Buccaneers over the Seahawks by a 1-point game. This is actually my point spread game of the week. 28-27. Give me Tampa Bay. There you go.
All right.
All right. I guess this one I think can actually go either way. The Seahawks aren't playing half bad. And the Bucs, Amika Ibuka, he's having a hell of a start to his season. I definitely expect big things for him this game, but I think the Seahawks are going to make it close. I think Tampa Bay is just going to barely cover the spread on this one. I'm going to go 31-27.
Yeah, I think Seattle deserves a ton of credit for how they played in September. It's that they spanked the Steelers. They did not overlook the trap against New Orleans and blew them the hell out. So, but I think this game is going to be different. I think I like the matchups for Tampa Bay in this game. Now, I am a little concerned that Tampa's still missing 2 starters on the offensive line. They did get Tristan Wirfs back last week. So that's a big boost. But Tampa, over the last 5 to 10 years, no team has done a better job stopping the run than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Vita Vea being in there, I think is going to be a massive advantage in this game. And Clint Kubiak emphasizes running the football, whether it's with Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet. Tampa's going to be in on that, and if they're going to be able to stop it, it's going to force Sam Darnold to maybe have to throw the ball 35 to 40 times in this one. So I think Todd Bowles is going to have an advantage against the quarterback he and Mike McCagnon drafted back in 2018. So I think you have that, and also the clutch gene of Baker Mayfield. I mean, he's already has three drives in the last 2 minutes of the game trailing and where his team won. So he has that. Tampa knows how to win all these competitive games, and I think they'll go on the road to Seattle. I don't think Seattle. I think Seattle feels fraudulent to me, despite how well they played. Give me the Bucks to win. I think they go down the field, score a winning touchdown in the last minute of the game, like they've done twice before. Give me Tampa to win a fun game, a back and forth game. Between two talented teams. This would be my favorite game of the week. They give me Tampa to win this game by a score of 30-27.
All right. Looks to me as if Lucas is the lone man here because he's taking the Seahawks over the Buccaneers by a score of 33-30. I guess he sees it to be very high. He sees it to be a very high-scoring game as well. Either way, it should be very interesting. We now go to Cincinnati, where the Detroit Lions are heading into the jungle against the Buccaneers. Detroit is 10.5-point favorites, but with the loss of one quarterback, I would increase that a bit if I was them. Anyway. Detroit is picked by 10.5. The referee for this game is Carl Sheffers. This game is on Fox with what's that?
No, I was saying Cincinnati. Okay, I'm looking it up right now. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. And calling this game on Fox is Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnston.
AKA
Moose. And
the price $200.
200 even?
Yep. $200 even.
Not too bad. So, who you got between the Lions and the Bengals?
Oh.
I guess I can go on this one. Yeah, this one is pretty much short and sweet. Yeah, the Bengals are a hot mess. No Joe Burrow. Their quarterback they have right now hasn't really done anything at all. I'm so far this season, I'm 4-0 in lock of the week predict games. Make it 5-0 for me. I'm taking the Lions to win this one very easily, 34-16. Lock of the week.
Nice. I kind of like that.
What does LC have?
LC. Ooh. This sounds like he should have taken this as a lock because he already locked the Cardinals, but he's got the Lions in a massacre. Lions over Bengals, 55-10.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, he thinks the Lions gonna put up a 50 burger.
I don't think it's going to be quite a 50 burger. I think it's going to be just a little short of that. But I do think the Lions will get the job done in Cincinnati against probably one of the weakest rosters in our most unprepared, uncoached, underachieving teams we've seen in a long time, especially since they were in the Super Bowl a few years ago in the Cincinnati Bengals. 45-17, give me Detroit.
My question is, who's going to be the next head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals? Is it going to be Brian Flores? So my idea would be Joe Brady at the Bills' offensive coordinator to be the next head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. I remember Joe Brady was the offensive coordinator in LSU, where Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase had and Justin Jefferson had that historic season. Those are gonna be my thoughts when
that
watching
scares me. That scares me because if we fire Mike McDaniel, he could possibly go to Buffalo as their offensive coordinator, and I do not want that to happen. Just to rub it in our faces. Hell no.
Yeah. But I mean, but the thing is, would Mike McDaniel want to play a few games a year in 20-degree weather?
Who cares? It's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Who cares? He has Josh Allen. That's all you need.
I mean, making Josh Allen learn the Shanahan offense.
Yeah.
I'll take the Lions to win this game by a score of 37 to. I'm gonna be generous. I'll say 37-17.
Look at what Dashy said.
Dashy.
Look at what Dashy said in the chat. He wants Bill Belichick.
Oh boy!
What a line! What a line!
He wants Bill Belichick to be the next head coach.
He's 90.
Dashy.
What in the all tops of blue hell?
Yeah, Dashy, I hate to do this to you.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
What a line! Bill Belichick, the next head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, I don't know. Charlie Whitehurst? Ken Wisenhunt? Those cats? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Clipboard Jesus.
He's the Wiz. Nobody beats him.
Okay, so who have we not heard from yet?
You.
Oh, me. Oh, okay. Okay, I pretty much agree with what everyone has said about this particular game. So I'm going to be in fact, what I'm going to do is this is my double up game of the week, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that, give me the Lions over the Bengals by 28-14. But I wouldn't be surprised if they score more than 28 points. I'm just playing it safe right here. So
yeah, next one you might want to get a special clip ready for this one.
Oh, a special clip. It's the Washington Commanders against the LA Chargers. Game's in LA. LA is 2.5-point favorites. The referee for this game is John Hussey. And calling this game will be the Fox A team, Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady.
Well, I was thinking of price. Oh, what the heck?
What?
$35.
Mm.
$35.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
To see the Chargers, one of the best teams in the game right now,
with a pretty good offense, no less.
What?
I mean, it's that the Chargers fan base in LA is non-existent.
But they're going up against the team that was almost in the Super Bowl last year, in the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
So, Natalie, you wanted me to. You
know what it is. Alex knows what it is. Based on who I'm picking here. Well, I mean, Commanders are a mess, I think.
Yeah.
Not that one.
I thought you said you had no garbage game of the week.
Yeah.
What?
No, you guys are way off on what. No, you guys are way off. No, that's not what I was looking for.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, you totally played the wrong thing.
Okay, how about this one?
No, that's not it either.
It's unfit puzzle because the Chargers are only 2.5-point favorites.
That's not it either.
That's not really.
The Arnold guy. Arnold. I'm looking for Arnold.
Terminator.
Yeah, because I'm picking the Chargers in this one. I think the Washington is struggling. Jaden Daniels is still out. 26-20 Chargers.
My goodness.
And now, go Chargers, go! That's what I was looking for.
Oh,
Yeah, Tim,
Alex, you're going to have to send me this one.
I will.
Yeah, you're going to have to send me that one. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can look it up somewhere here.
Yeah, I was looking for at least a little, like play on the phone or something. That's kind of what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Good God.
I mean, Tim, you were like Justin Herbert handling the football on Sunday with driving the tally crazy with playing all these wrong videos because with
Yeah, it's kind of on me too. I probably should have clarified a little bit better, but that's all good.
Yes, I mean, you gave us you gave us memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't quite clear there. So my apologies for that.
I mean, I already went. So I guess while Tim's going around, let's see what Lucas has to say.
Okay, Lucas, he's got Chargers 28, Redskins 27.
Oh,
what's one there?
Covering the spread. All right, Alex, what about you?
Let's see. Commanders, Chargers. Make it short and sweet. I'm going with the Chargers as well.
All right, and now go Chargers, go.
24-21. Give me San Diego.
Perfect.
Yes, the San Diego Chargers. Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers too.
I think this is it. Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Close enough.
Yeah, you're going to have to send me that one.
Okay.
Okay, so it's my pick now.
Yep. It's up to you if we're unanimous or not.
Okay, I've had some high hopes for Amari and Hampton so far after Najee Harris went down, so got that. Got Justin Herbert and Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels was still injured a little bit. That could be a huge difference here. I am going to go ahead and take the Chargers. Route score of 24-20.
All right, for the last time, go Chargers, go.
Go Chargers, go.
Go Chargers, go.
All right, and with that, we're on Sunday Night Football.
I haven't even made my made my.
Not so fast, my friend.
Hold on.
So I'm gonna pick the Chargers. I think they bounce back after a loss. And Jim Harbaugh is usually pretty good in games coming off a loss.
He's still trying to find it.
Still trying to find the right one there.
There we go.
There he is.
Just a shade under a decade. Find that.
Right, good. I did not want to do the voice again.
Good.
So Flynn made his pick, right?
See the thing with you following up everything with playing all those things is I want to get my pick in, but since you guys are too busy trying to find the go Chargers go San Diego Chargers go, I do this to you, Timmy.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Washington, geez, now you messed me up too. Washington 20, San Diego 27.
All
Right.
right.
After all that, we're unanimous.
Okay, now we.
We're unanimous.
All right, now we can move to Sunday night, which very interesting game here. We got the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. Bills are 8.5-point favorites. Sean Hockley is the referee. Of course, you got Sunday Night Football with Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth on NBC and Peacock.
Yep.
And what about the tickets?
$228 to get in.
Oh, $228. All right, so This game, I mean, New England, they're doing better than what a lot of people are thinking. But of course, Buffalo, they are the premier of the AFC.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm just going to make this short and sweet. I'm going to call it 33-24. Give me Buffalo, and I do not have the I don't have the guy.
Okay, I'm not doing any more impressions.
Now it's the Bills. Yeah.
But also, we can also say nobody circles the wagon.
Because
Nobody
nobody
circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
wagons.
Yeah.
Like the Buffalo Bills.
All right, next.
What's Lucas's pick for Bills fans?
He's got Bills 30, Patriots 24.
Oh, so he's
I can see that.
I'm on the same page with Lucas because I'm taking the Bills to win and I'm gonna grab the points with the New England Patriots. I think this is the first real shot for the Patriots to start start showing how if they close the gap or not. On the Bills, because this is supposed to be part of that transition into a culture in Mike Vrabel's image and likeness, and I think we're going to see a Patriots team that's going to come in and play hard, and Buffalo needed to squeeze out all that they could to get past the Saints last week. So I think this is a tougher competition. So. I feel like it's going to come down to it's going to be decided by like a touchdown. So I've got the Bills winning this game by a score of 28-21.
All right. So the tally.
Yeah, this one I think I can honestly go either way. Yeah, initially I'm tempted to call this a trap game.
It's a trap.
Yeah, it's not going to be as lopsided as people think it is. Meaning the Saints hung around for a little bit when they played Buffalo, and they're way worse than New England. So if the Saints could do it, New England could definitely do it too. Yeah, they're actually going to hang around until the very end. It's probably going to come down to the last play of the game. And yeah, I think there's going to be about 2 minutes or so left on the clock. 2-minute warning. We're at a tie game. The Buffalo gets a game-winning touchdown with just seconds left in the game. So 32-26. Give me Buffalo.
I give him the Bills.
That just leaves me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, Drake May has had a fantastic start to his sophomore season. Everyone said it was going to be a sophomore slump. I don't believe so. This has all the makings of an offensive shootout. And if the Bills aren't careful, Patriots have a chance of pulling off an AFC East upset. Can the Patriots upset the Bills on Sunday Night Football? I think they will. Sound the alarm.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. I
Wow.
28-24, give me the Patriots.
Mm.
Wow, that is a daring move right there. That is very, very interesting indeed. And I guess that's it for the picks, right?
Nope, we
Monday
got
night.
Monday football.
Monday night.
Oh, yeah, Monday Night Football. We got the Chiefs and the Jaguars playing in northern Florida, where the Chiefs are 3-point favorites. The referee is Brad Rogers. And, of course, game's on ESPN, so that means you got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
And lowest ticket price is $140.
Okay, let's see what Lucas says here.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
another one.
That's right. That's right. Lucas. This is Lucas's upset special game. Jaguars 27, Chiefs 23. And
I'll go first in this one.
Go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna. I mean, I think Jacksonville deserves credit for starting 3-1, but the quarterbacks the Jaguars have beaten this season have played this season are Bryce Young, Jake Browning, C.J. Stroud without a line, and Brock Purdy with who wasn't 100%. Now they get Patrick Mahomes. You know, only the best quarterback of our generation, of this generation, who has won 3 Super Bowls and 3 Super Bowl MVPs, and not to mention the Chiefs got right again on Sunday against the Ravens, and look, Jacksonville has not faced a run defense as good as Kansas City's yet. So I think you look at that as an advantage for the Chiefs because I think Mahomes is going to be able to make things happen, and I think that and I just don't think Jacksonville it feels like a fluke, honestly. But give them credit for being 3-1 nonetheless. But their defense has been playing pretty well, so I thought the Jaguars do have that, but I have the Chiefs winning this game by a score of 24-14.
Well, even though I already used my upset pick of the week with the Patriots beating the Bills, I actually think I'm actually with Lucas on this one. I'm going with the Jaguars to beat the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Jaguars are averaging 144 yards per game on the ground, which is the third highest total in the NFL. So I think they can do it. They're at home Monday night. They need to prove that they can beat the best of the best. This is the way to do it. I got Jaguars.
All right. Yeah, Kansas City is not quite the kings of the hill as they used to be, but I'm going to kind of give Kansas City benefit of the doubt here, even though I think this is going to be a very close game. Give me, I was going to say Chiefs 31-28. I'm taking the Chiefs to win. I think Jacksonville could cover it. So,
okay, so you're going. So there's 3 points there. So you're taking Jacksonville with the points then, I guess.
yeah.
All right. I guess I'm the last one. I have the last pick of the night.
All comes down to this.
Yeah. I'm more so on the same wavelength as Flynn here. I mean, yeah, definitely give the Jaguars credit for what they did, but this team I don't think is realistically that good. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is not playing like that top draft pick that he was a few years back. Yeah, somehow he's just lost it after having a successful year. Who knows what happened there? I mean, Brian Thomas Jr., he's kind of struggling too. So, I mean, the Chiefs have their share of problems too, but I think Jacksonville's problems are a little bit worse. So I'm going to take the Chiefs on this one, 25-20.
All righty then.
All right. We have some unfinished business.
Yes, we do. We have our trivia questions to answer.
Trivia time.
Yeah. So we can get rid of that here.
Yeah, I guess we can go in order of where we submitted. Was it Flynn who submitted first or Alex that submitted first?
It was Flynn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll go to Flynn's question first then.
Yeah. So as of Tuesday, 24 wide receivers are rostered in 90 and at least 95.0% of leagues. Among those 24 receivers, who has scored the fewest fantasy points per game?
Yeah, for some reason, I'm leaning Jamar Chase. I don't know why, but he's been struggling with his new quarterback,
Marvin Harrison Jr.
I think I'm thinking the same thing as I'm thinking along the same lines as Alex here. I'm going Marvin Harrison Jr.
Cardinals.
So we have Marvin Harrison Jr. We have 2 Marvin Harrison Jr.'s, and we have a Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So once I pull up the things, I'll tell you where you all went.
Wait, was that for me or for them?
All of you.
Oh man.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the five receivers. I'm going to give you the five receivers that qualify who have scored fewer than 10 PPR points per game. So fifth worst is Brian Thomas Jr. with 9.0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fourth worst with 8.8 points per game, AJ Brown.
Of course.
So 8.4 points per game, Lad McConkey, who only had one catch on 6 targets against the Giants on Sunday. Second worst is Terry McLaurin at 8.3. And first, only scoring 7.4 PPR points per game, 29.6 in 4 games. None other than T. Higgins.
I had the right team.
Yeah, you had the right team. As Jamar Chase is actually at 14.3, so it's almost double what Higgins has put up.
And they gave him all that money.
Yeah. And I think Alex had his question second, I believe.
But the thing that saved Jamar Chase was that 14 reception, 165-yard performance against Jacksonville in week 2. If that didn't happen, that would have been the answer.
Right. Okay, so next is Alex's question, and I believe his question was, what NFL stadium is the smallest
by capacity?
Smallest by capacity.
I got to think of something small. Like a small place. I was kind of thinking the Commanders at one point, but I'm like, nah, that sounds a little too obvious. I was thinking Tennessee. They're kind of a small market, but somehow something intrigued me towards Cincinnati for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm just going to say the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
Actually, I thought that I thought the answer to that question was Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
Nissan Stadium, Nashville.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I was considering.
So I'm considering a couple of them. I'm considering the Miami Stadium. I think because Alex because it's Alex that asked this question, maybe it's Miami, but it could also be Vegas because I remember like the ticket for when they hosted the Super Bowl a couple years ago, like the get-in price for the Super Bowl was like $2,000 or something along those lines. So I'm gonna go with Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. Is that no? It's called Allegiant Stadium, right?
Allegiant Stadium, yes.
Yeah,
right.
So we have Washington, right?
No, I'm going with Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, Tennessee, and Vegas.
Although Tennessee was my first guess, but I changed my mind on it.
Yeah, and Miami's my second guess. If that was
with a capacity of 61,500, the smallest stadium in the NFL by capacity is Soldier Field.
Oh,
Chicago Bears.
Oh, wow.
Field in Chicago. Wow.
Never occurred to me.
The oldest stadium in the league.
So, speaking of which, did you see the renderings for the new stadium?
Yes.
So let me try and pull it up for that. I'll try and pull it up on X here. Give me just a second here.
Home of the Chicago Bears. The Bears.
The Bears
still suck.
Yes. So yes. So this is what the rendering looks like.
Wow.
Looks exactly like Vegas' stadium.
Yeah.
Only thing missing is the torch.
Yeah.
Looks interesting.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Stadium.
I wonder what they're going to call it.
Yeah. Welcome to Stadium.
Yep.
It says it right there.
Well,
Welcome to
something stadium.
Yeah.
All right. So Tim, whose is next then? Yours or mine?
Welcome to Vienna Beef Stadium.
Oh, Natalie, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. This is basically this quite comes from like basically a clip that I saw when watching the Giants post game show.
Yeah.
Jackson last game, Jackson Dart in his debut, he had a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and finished the game with at least 50 rushing yards. Before him, who was the previous quarterback to do that in his debut? I'll give you guys a hint. This happened in the 2010 season.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, that just totally.
Yeah, this one's easy. This one's easy, guys.
That totally eliminates my first choice because my first choice was Jaden Daniels.
No, that definitely wasn't him.
So it's not Daniels. 2010.
Yeah. The graphic I saw showed the wrong year. It showed 2000, but that wasn't it. All right, if you guys know it, go ahead.
Go on, Flynn.
Tim Tebow.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure Alex, you're thinking the same thing, right?
It was either him or Sam Bradford.
I think Bradford was drafted before 2010.
I think I both QBs were drafted in the first round that year.
Yep.
Oh.
And I think Denver drafted him the year after they traded Jay Cutler to the Bears.
The Bears for Kyle Orton.
Yeah. So I guess both of you want to go with Flynn on that one then?
Yes.
What about you, Tim? You going to go on your own or are you going to go with Flynn and Alex?
Well, I usually trust Flynn, and Tebow was around 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll go Tebow.
Yeah.
Tebow mania.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that clue helped at all, but that was the one. It was Tim Tebow.
I mean, I didn't even need the 2010 clue to figure out it was Tebow.
Oh, you knew it anyway?
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, and then what's Tim's question?
Okay, my question to wrap up tonight. As we saw, both Jordan Love and Dak Prescott, they each threw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Now, who is the quarterback who has the most career games with 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions?
Ooh. I think I'm going to go with one of the conventional picks here. I'm going to go with Drew Brees.
I was thinking the same thing, but because of all those shootouts the Saints had to play over the years, so I'm going with Drew Brees.
Yep. All right. So Flynn and I are in agreement.
Make it 3 for 3. I'll go Drew Brees. It was either him or Tom Brady, so I'll go Drew Brees.
Peyton Manning was my alternate pick,
So
but I'm going to go with Drew Brees.
So all y'all say Drew Brees.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was. I figured that might have been kind of an easy question. He has a total of 39 such games.
Ooh.
39 such games. So, yeah.
Sweet.
And so with that, we are going to bring to a close this very special edition of the Fantasy Football Fever Show. I hope you'll join us next week on Tuesday night. We'll be recapping Season 5 and looking ahead to Season 6. The Pain Game Pick'em Show will be back at its regular time next Wednesday night.
That's right. Next Wednesday night, Apizzle 9 YouTube channel. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central Time for Tiny Mother 11 too.
And of course, a friendly reminder, Hook Sports on Apple iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, and all other platforms. And you can watch him on his YouTube channel.
Yes.
That's right. You can watch him on YouTube. So you can watch, you can listen, download, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
So I guess that's it.
Yep.
So I guess we'll go ahead and bring it. Yeah, that's all, folks, as Porky Pig would say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's been a great show, Alex. It's been great to have you, buddy.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come by
y'all.
and visit us. Come by and visit us anytime.
You know I will.
All
you
right.
know I will.
And that will do it for the special Petting Game Pick'em edition of Fantasy Football Fever. Or the other way around if you prefer. Anyway, for Alex Putnam, for John Natale, for John Flynn, my name is Tim McClellan. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the games. Have a great weekend. God bless you all. And as always, be a good sport. See ya.